Greetings, citizens! Justiguy's arrived. And this is Chapter 1, the full version of the Devil. Now, I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited. I don't know how we're going to do this. I am, unfortunately, on that limited time right now, so if it's long, we might need to break this up into a couple parts, which is fine by me, you know. Draw out the goodness, because if you haven't already, definitely go play, or not play. Well, you should go play, but go watch our playthrough of the demo of the Devil from back in the day, because I believe that is not going to be included here. That was a prequel of sorts, and it was very, very good. With that in mind, I actually I took a screenshot of the controls because I needed it, so they're over here in a little paint tab, and yeah, let's hit new case. Oh, okay, episode 0 is here, but we already played episode 0. Now, I believe this should read my massive spoilers. My data from having done the demo, I believe, but we'll see. Anyway, episode 1 is a self-contained mystery, but I'm gonna move that off the window. But it contains massive spoilers for episode 0. If you haven't finished episode 0, it is strongly recommended that you can choose to play episode 1 in high roller mode. In high roller mode, the minimum ante for hands will be increased. Okay. The maximum will be increased. Ooh. Completing the episode at high roller mode. Oh. High roller mode is intended to encourage risk-taking and discourage saves coming. Consider enabling it if you want to pursue this mystery like a true gambler. No, I'm sorry. I am a coward. You picked standard. And hold on. Where's evidence? Okay. I feel like reading. How do I? Harmless. Like showcase. Hold on. Ah. Wait, what? I played the demo though. I still have it installed, in fact. Hold on a minute. Greetings, citizens. Justiguy arrived. Oh, I'm back. Okay. Hold on. Let me just see if that worked. So since they took the demo down, you have to manually unlock it. I don't think it's anything major, so you know it's not a big deal if we don't. Okay, we got it. Cool. I mean, yeah, it's just this. It's a cute little thing. Anyway, it's on the Steam, whatever. You know, if you don't, it doesn't matter. Anyway, because I'm sure we're gonna unlock better stuff. But you know, nice to have. Anyway, as I said, I've arrived. I'm very excited to get to this. Okay, nothing is here yet until we start. That's fine. Anyway, it has been a bit. Plus, I was kind of playing on a controller, so I do have the, as I said, you know, I'm taking too long to get to this. Enable tutorials. I'm really excited for this, citizens. Is my voice being recorded? Good. Listen, I wanted to thank you for coming over. Figures you'd notice. Anyone could tell something's bothering you. You're the first person to say anything. What happened? The police came to see me. In public? No. They want to be considerate of my privacy. That's a first. They wanted to talk to me about the other week. About my whereabouts. And yours. I told them I didn't know anything. They must have loved that. Funny. What would you have done? In your shoes? Probably cursed them out. Yeah, I could see that. Is there anything you want to ask me? No. Not even for a favor in return. No favors lost between friends, I say. That sounds like a toast. Why not? To friends. I'll raise a glass to that. Ooh, mysterious and ominous! Spooky! Ooh. Oh, I'm so excited. Glass him! I don't know. Vandalism detected. Incident logged. Remember, this is a futuristic cyberpunk kind of game. So if you have not, which you should, play, play, because you can get this, I guess, and play episode 0 yourself. But if, either way, you have not seen episode 0, I highly recommend links in wherever you go do that. Also, buy this game yourself. Recorded at 8:55 a.m. local time, geopositional data encoded. If I could have all citizens in the area. Off Cooper! Visuals impaired. Facial recognition compromised. Pinging nearby opt-ins for corroborating evidence. Hey, he's lighting up every phone on the block. We gotta go now. Well, what? He'll use his outdoor voice. Or he'll have us pinned down to our dental records before you can say we're Morning, Officer Leo. You look different today. Thought. You do something new with your uniform? Good morning to you. Good morning to you too, Morgan, citizen. To answer your question, no, I have not undergone any recent retrofitting. If you'd like a more detailed record of my maintenance history, you can make a request for... I've got it! Must be that new coat of paint. You're referring to the act of vandalization that just took place. Only the most recent one. Super Cop over here has a new dent every time I see him. Scars honorably earned in the line of duty, scanning the street for jaywalkers and loiterers. Don't worry, ma'am. Whoa! A report has been filed, and the police are working to resolve the situation. I did not realize that helmet was going to come off. Civil disobedience at this time of day? What's the world coming to? They're just stragglers, ma'am. There was a period of unrest in the area last... No, I probably shouldn't use this kind of voice, should I? Now that I realize we're dealing with an Ike-man of sorts. Unlicensed protesting and demonstrating without a permit. Well, I hope you threw the book at them. The disturbance was handled, but individual instances of volatility may occur during the next 48 hours as we work to apprehend outside actors. Thanks for the forecast. ... So does the bleeding stop on its own? Androids don't have blood, ma'am. This is just a leakage of oxidizing fluid. My mistake. So you don't need a bandage, I take it? The leakage will dry shortly. With that conversation thoroughly exhausted, I let my mind wander as I wait for the signal to cross. I unfocus my eyes and dull my hearing, sinking beneath the hum of the city streets, and fading through the lives bustling around me like so much sea foam. Across the way, a large man with worn hands and an ill-fitting belt turns to a gorilla-like hulk of a machine and cuffs his hands in front of his mouth. Yo, 61! The machine halts its lifting with uncanny precision and turns to him. We're going on a break! The robot tilts its head onto the side. Can't work the pilot without Schwinn up on the roof, so, I don't know, take a load off, will ya? Understood! Came the over-enunciated reply. The man, already walking away, tosses a dismissive wave behind him. Yeah, understood. A moment after the man turns the corner, the robot attempts to mimic the hand wave to no one in particular. Goddamn coppers on every street corner. I wonder what that could be a reference to. Hold on. Oh, search terms. Copper! Oh! Okay. A derogatory word for automated dependents, particularly ones licensed by or operating under the authority of the state. Interested parties in the automated dependent industries have, on more than one occasion, lobbied for copper and other terms like it, kalanka, peromdome, or microchip breath, to be classified as hate speech, arguing that anti-mechanical sentiment constitutes an expression of prejudice. Were it considered a form of hate speech, incidents of destruction of corporate property, where such terms were used in prior communications, would qualify for additional severity and higher fines paid toward damaged body. Under all but the most radical interpretations of hate speech law, however, prejudice can only be directed towards sentient living things. People, animals, or, of course, corporations. Can't ever forget that. If you feel that a corporation you know has been the victim of a hate crime, you can report it at our confidential portal here. Oh, good! I do like the inclusion of animals. Like, if somebody, hate speech is my dog, I could be like, oh, square up, yo! And profiles, Morgan. Occupation, oh yeah, they're just like, yeah, if you didn't read the demo, you're kind of fucked. Criminal defense attorney, trigonometry, rooftops, bonfires, sunburn, baths, karaoke, baking. You cannot ask someone that. Okay. Oh, she missed Christmas by one day. Was this why I opened this menu? Yes, I think it was. Coppers, right. Okay, we could just go right to terms with the purple. At a bus stop, or what used to be a bus stop, now a charging station, a passionate young man voices his democratic opinion loud enough for the whole street to hear. They declare martial law when I wasn't looking. The small woman beside him, trying hard to appear even smaller, shifts in her seat. Well, they're just doing their job, so... Boss don't have jobs, except the ones they stole from us. Notice how they don't patrol it so heavily. Oh, notice how they don't patrol nearly so heavily in Uptown, even on the worst days? His audience captive by virtue of sharing the same charging bowl as him. Shuffles, coughs, and stares even harder at their phones like, man, I'm just trying to charge my phone, bro. The woman looks at her knees and pulls at her shirt. You're kind of embarrassing me right now. He makes a vague gesture with his hand to indicate he's stepped off his soapbox, and the shoulders of everyone around him relax a centimeter. Oh, now that's just... A woman with exhaustion in her eyes sighs at a hologram floating above her chrome-plated palm. Body modifications, aka mods, is a term that may refer to cybernetic prosthetics, artificial implants, neural enhancements, or any combination of the above. While body modifications have been seen throughout history and across a wide range of cultures, the modern body modification movement is differentiated by a shift from intrinsic factors, expression, or identity, to extrinsic motivators. Remember, citizens, this was actually kind of a plot point in episode 0, where our client had, I believe, a robotic arm. It has admittedly been a bit since I played episode 0, but, I believe that was a plot point. Job opportunities, technological benefits. Either he did have an arm or he didn't want to have an arm. That had something to do with the job. I should probably replay episode 0. It was really good. Anyway, historically, mods have been classified based on which section of the user's spinal cord the interfacing occurs at. Thoracic, lumbar, or cervical. But this system does not account for mods which interact directly with the human brain. The increased prevalence of so-called above-the-neck modding in recent years has led to several corporations and medical organizations proposing their own new classification systems, but so far, none have gained much traction. Users also frequently searched for, can you return mods? Can you undo mod surgery? Best reviewed neural implants 2086. Game evidence reading list. Evidence. Base store. Search terms. Settings. Backlog. Lockdown. Okay. Oops. Let me move that out of the way. While a rounded, smooth-looking android pushes a carriage behind her. Ellen, walk around the block. Get her some air, would you? Apparently, this call can't wait, and it's louder than a garbage disposal out here. Of course, ma'am. I'd be glad to. The android punctuates its sentence with a sound halfway between a whir and a purr, which, judging by the coos and giggles coming from the child, seems to have been well received. Robots, holograms, androids, drones, coppers, if you prefer. You'd so much as sneeze in this city without a dozen different ads offering you a handkerchief. believe we have. Abbreviated as AD, and referred to in common conversation as AD or ADS, automated dependent is a catch-all term encompassing robots, intelligent programs, interactive holograms, and androids. ADs are present both digitally and physically in every industry and nation on the planet, assisting in everything from data management to physical labor. In the mid-21st century, lobbyists pushed through new tax classifications to define intelligent machines that were neither salarized employees nor mere equipment. Because it afforded tax breaks and lighter tariffs, the term became so commonly used that it spread to all branches of the robotics industry, from which point it began to penetrate into everyday speech and pop culture. Some sociologists argue that the term owes its popularity not simply to its brevity and prevalence, but to its ability to draw a distinction between the commonplace, robots, androids, smart UIs, etc., and the internationally illegal artificial intelligences. Searching for this term may incur an account flag! Read more about how we cooperate with authorities to combat disinformation here. I'm gonna hope until we're proven otherwise this means Gen AI. Oh, I'm getting a call. I'll be right back. I have returned. Hello. There's a vocal minority that think they're the downfall of civilization, but for everyone else, you're too kind, ma'am. Thank you for your... I am not doing this character just... I wonder if they're going to be a recurring character. It's hard to hate them when they're so eager to please. Crosswalks giving me the okay. Keep us safe, yeah? Have a good day, Morgan citizen. It's a bright, crisp morning in the city. Lights changing and people moving in click-clacking harmony. All as smooth as clockwork. Were I in a worse mood, it would all be a bit much. But I went out last night. Oh, so I'm feeling pretty refreshed this morning. As I reach the other end of the street, I pivot lightly and give automated dependent assistant officer L30 my best impression of a salute. Thank you for your service. And of course, he creaks out a mirrored response. No sense of sarcasm, the poor bastards. But I didn't come all this way downtown to poke fun at the only happily employed class in human history. No, I came down here to make an important purchase. Today, I'm gonna buy a gun. Okay! Of the Devil, Episode 1. An Idle Mind. What does it say? LQ retail. Okay. Whoa, this is really cool looking. The Sup 20! No staff around, but all the lights are on. Should I have knocked? Oh, hello. Sup? Desk personality setting 6. The cool one. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I've probably forgotten more about firearms than you're programmed to remember. I bet you can! I recently acquired a license to carry concealed. Nice. Are you in law enforcement? Do you shoot for sport? Business or pleasure? Neither! May I ask why you're looking to carry concealed, ma'am? Oh, you know. Assault with a deadly weapon. Cruel intent. That kind of thing. Some of my clients live in very rough neighborhoods. Even in broad daylight, coming down to the lower wards for house visits can be... I see. You're a lawyer. So I guess you'd say I'm in the market for self-defense. We have a wide selection of options. We have a wide selection of options for self-defense. A variety of sizes and calibers, with spread and PA fire options available. My bad, PA stands for pseudo-automatic. I know. But for concealed, it'd have to at least be small enough to. This would go a lot faster if I just tell the desk what I want. Our first choice. I don't know if this is one of those choices where you know, it's just fluff, which is, don't get me wrong, very valid. It's something you should use so every experience, every playthrough can feel unique. Very good way to do that for developers. However, I'm gonna go ahead and assume this might not be. So this is presumably something where you might want to shoot. Maybe, you know, I'm not gonna say we will, but let's not leave any kind of trail. But walking in here and asking for a very specific noddle is gun nut behavior. I'm not trying to see. Some of the ones I test fired at the range left my shoulders sore for days. Do you have anything more discreet? Right, no problem, brah. Electromagnetic pulse models feature minimal kickback with the highest accuracy. One targeted pulse of electricity can disable attackers at medium to short range, non-lethally and quietly. Sure, they're plenty quiet, but they also have piss-poor range, and even sustained fire won't do shit to any modder with insulation less than a few years old. Glorified tasers, barely suitable as party favors for anxiety-stricken college kids. Well, hopefully not too quiet. I'd want someone to come running to my rescue. Of course, brah. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Would you like to take a look at our mag rails? Bullseye. We're proud to offer a number of models that utilize the latest in miniaturized ultra-capacity batteries to generate a Lorentz force which slings a slug fast enough to miss a limb over 30. I think I can assume from context what that means, but maybe not. A slang term meaning to shoot or to kill that originates from the bloody spray produced when a modern firearms projectile makes contact with living tissue. E.g., a gun that size could miss the crowd from 100 meters, even if you weren't aiming. Yep, that's about what I figured. I love things like this. Like, I'm sorry I'm gonna step back a minute, but I've been trying to play more VNs lately, in part because I love VNs, or I guess in this case, not quite VNs, but adventure games, and also just because it helps get my brain juices flowing because I want to get back into writing. And I have seen two main arguments. Well, no, not even seen two. I've seen one main argument, and I'm about to, the second one I was referring to is going to be mine. That, oh, you know, you shouldn't have, like, glossaries like this. And also, as far as glossaries go, so far this one has been utilized in a very, I feel, natural way. Like, you can, pretty much all of the ones so far, you can absolutely figure out from the context. But I think it adds to, because I think the thing with visual novels is, or adventure games or whatever, if you come at them like, hey, this is a novel, and like a novel, and everything should be presented within the text, personally, I feel like that, in a way, ignores the fact that this is an interactive medium. You can have something like a hyperlink in the text that you can click, or in this case, go up to terms, get more definitions, and I feel like that shouldn't count or be treated as like, hey, you need to, because it's still within the program, as it were, you know? So personally, I am not only pro glossaries, unless they're really bad ones, and there are absolutely really bad ones. I am pro multiple glossaries and stuff, which I don't know how many cases of that there are. I'm trying to work something like that into Stardust Streamers, but I'd see neither here nor there. Anyway, let us continue. Also, music. Very good music. And it's safe. Of course, ma'am. My bad. Two-factor safeties with GPS and emergency services sync. It won't go off unless you want it to, and someone will definitely come running. All those convenient safety features make it incredibly easy for the police, or anyone who can dupe their toolset, to lock you out of your own gun with the flip of a switch. You couldn't walk a piece like that down a single uptown street without passing through 9 or 10 no-fire zones. They're the very worst, most useless kind of weapon a criminal could buy. I see where this is going. Sounds perfect! How do we get started? Why does it feel like every desk I run into has to be such a character? Mercifully, it's tucked itself away while the fabricators get the gun tagged. I've got time to kill, so is there anything worth checking out around the shop? Let's do a quick, alright, looks like 3 things. Let's start with, what does it say? Read. Someone left a data pad out here. What's in the news today? Lobo threatens Tetra with ransomware. Vulgarity. The internationally wanted terrorist and serial data thief, most commonly known as Lobo, has seized a cache of vital keystone data files belonging to the Tetra Metallics Group, according to a press release from the mining conglomerate. In a blitz of cross-posts on 90 different socials, translated into all 11 dominant languages, the supposed hacktivist, radical conservationist, and gentleman thief made clear that their intent to ransom send files back to their lawful owners at severe cost. Though the posts were quickly flagged and quarantined thanks to user reports, Lobo's latest manifesto, which we have declined to publish here on grounds of journalistic integrity and due to the strong language contained within, has remained in circulation thanks to a loose network of rogue data harbors. In addition to a sizable monetary ransom, Lobo put out a list of demands that spanned pages. Most prominent among them was a call for de-escalation of all conflicts surrounding rare earth metal deposits around the equator. Sources at Tetra refused to confirm or deny reports that Lobo's captured data impacted only their billing services, but insisted that the corporation could not in good faith resume distribution until the ransom situation was resolved. Market prices for rare earth metals surged following the hacking attack as supply halted and demand rose, stoked by memories of catastrophic supply chain disruption in the mid-21st century. A spokesperson for Mining in Progress, a lobbying group that represents the rare earth metal industry, called Lobo's repeated attacks acts of terror against the free market. Ugh. Whoa there, looks like you're not logged in. Want to take care of that real quick? I don't think I do! Lobo again, or someone using their name. Suppose it doesn't matter if they're the original or not, so long as they're a genuine threat. And no one could snare a corporation as rich as Tetra without serious skills. It does seem consistent with Lobo's politics, making demands for... Let's learn about Lobo. The big bad wolf was here. You are welcome for clearing out this cache of soy slop before it could clog your brains, arteries any further. To whatever dumbass dishwater script kitty they yelled at to come fix this, a word of advice from your superior. I own that password suggestion algorithm. Want to re-secure? Try this. Relax your shoulders, stand up from your desk, take a deep breath, and then firebomb your own servers. Literally cheaper for you at this point. For the rest of you slack-jawed, screen lobotomies looking for a little excitement in their search history, find a pig and rip their throat out. That'll teach you how to run with the wolf. Lobo is king. Oh yeah, I didn't see this up here. We tried to process your request, but Lobo beat our ass till we ragged him. Lobo is king. Ooh. Oh, wait. This is the one we just read, yeah? Okay. De-escalation, yeah? It's not the first time Lobos voiced their displeasure with the decades-old simmer of conflict around the tropics. But unless the rare earth metals powering all our batteries and fueling all our pretty little androids are suddenly made a lot less rare overnight, I doubt the state will stop taking an interest in those regions' politics anytime soon. Okay, that was that. Hold on, was there something up here? Oh, it's the screen. There's some kind of news program playing on the screen. Most public places are too scared to put on any channel with content more political than the smiling micro apartment flippers. But this is a gun store, after all. Power is always political. Hate these kinds of screens. Gotta look at them with your nose turned up or else they start eye tracking. Next thing you know, they're saying hello on a first name basis. But I've got practice with this sort of thing. I could skim the headlines at least. Why the 12-6... Oh god, Works Week gives us more free time than ever. Oh yay! I'm 14. I tried dating a smart UI. It made me the happiest I've ever been. How term limits are anti-democracy. Woof. Transfusion from warm androids saves soldier's life. That's one hell of a headline. If the Animate 16 wasn't selling well before, I'm sure by now I'm guessing that's like a cyborg type of thing. The Animate 16 is the latest android produced by Noble Electronics, and we think it's the greatest machine the world has ever seen. Boasting a battery life of over 154 hours, with patented soft touch digitation, remarkable tenderness and sensitivity, and the uncanny charm you've come to expect from us, we are sure that your Animate 16 will be the best purchase you make this year, and you'll never want to go back out in the cold. Not interested in sponsored search results? See further with a premium account. Well, that's delightful. Oh, the one over here is gone. Oh, okay. So once you see them, it goes. Yeesh, would it clean you to clean up a little? Guess the desk kindly asking customers not to litter can only get you so far if you're not willing to pay someone to sweep up. Wait, is this trash? This flyer, it's scannable? Stagnancy theory, really? They get a lot of self-proclaimed philosophers in here. A stagnant world of modern man's plateau. Renowned net philosopher Corbin Cawthorne, real name withheld, offers to take you on a deep dive into the global trends and sociological patterns that have driven our planet to the halting point in his groundbreaking and controversial seminar. Moore's Law used to be the benchmark, now it feels like a pipe dream. We used to dream of humanity marching bravely into space, of artisans crafting virtual wonders that made the confines of our own reality seem limited. Instead, our brightest minds spend all their time and effort kicking the can of climate crisis down the road, while their more fortunate peers spend their most productive working years in search engine optimization and customer experience design. The middle class, eaten alive by the rich they prop up, can no longer afford the very products that they help create. Without mass consumer demand, tech no longer has evolutionary pressures to be as small and powerful as possible. In stagnant waters, only parasites and disease grow aplenty. The only cure comes from you taking action. Well, that is a powerful message to end on. There's another link at the bottom, probably leading to a collection dish. Or a state honeypot if you want to be paranoid. Maybe they'll burn this shit before some neat freak idiot picks it up and gets arrested. Wait, how long has it been? Shouldn't take them that long to get my gun properly bugged. Mysterious! What could be taking so long, citizens? I'm afraid we won't be able to find out. Until next time! So until then, I'm afraid this is going to have to be farewell.